Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Disputed Druid, and today we're going to be playing through the 2022 rhythm game Melatonin in its entirety. This game was released in mid-December of 2022 by Half Asleep, who described the game as a rhythm game about dreams and reality merging together. And I can just say from the start here that the visuals and color scheme are already striking and memorable. This game has had extremely positive reviews about it so far, so let's dive in and check out this distorted dream world of music and rhythm. Now in the game Melatonin, the music is really the star of the show. So for the purpose of this video, for each level, and there are going to be 2 runs per level, I will be remaining silent through the actual run, so you get the chance to really listen and immerse yourself within the music, because it really is the best part of this game. Please note, I am not the best rhythm game player in the world, so please bear with me as we move on to the hard mode. So we actually did a little bit better than I expected there. It was 51 perfect, but I think this level is really the perfect introduction to Melatonin. The visuals are just absurd and just beautiful enough to really work, and the song is just so catchy. And it's just really easy to get into it. And as you can see with this upcoming level, A Dream About Shopping, it's just going to be a whole different thing, but the mechanics are going to be relatively similar. You find the beat and you go with it. just a really fun, a really upbeat song, and one that's really easy to lose yourself in. And if you're not paying attention, you just lose those beats, so just keep your mind in it, and please enjoy the hard mode. Insert generic joke about wife spending too much money on my credit card right here. Really though, just a fun song. Those little extra beats can kind of throw you off on the hard mode, but if you're paying attention, it's not too bad. But now we're going to move on to my favorite level in the first dream, the dream about tech. The music here is probably my favorite for this overall level. The mechanics are a little bit trickier. They throw a little bit of a curveball at you and things are going to be on the offbeat. But here we go, check it out and listen up. Alright, that definitely had a bit of a groove to it, but it wasn't too bad for the easy mode. Alright, a couple of misses there. But the one thing I really do appreciate about this game is when you do miss a note in a song, it is so obvious. Your input is so valuable to the song itself, and what you actually click, how you actually time it, actually does improve the actual song. And it's something I think a lot of other games really overlook. But here comes the dream about followers, so here we go. I actually found this level to be extremely tricky, especially with the timing. I just have a tendency to always go early on this one. Hopefully we do a little bit better on the hard mode. Here we go. Well, maybe someday we can all have 322,000 followers, but for many of us, it may be but a dream. Anyways, still going a little bit early, but so it goes. Next is going to come the final outing, or the final level in this world, and it's going to be an amalgamation of all of them kind of put together, so you really got to stay on your toes and really try to remember the mechanics for each one, but here we go. So it can definitely be a bit flooding. So many different audio cues, so many different visual cues. Just the music is just a little bit different, so you don't have that same muscle memory as you did in the previous songs. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was the quote-unquote boss level for the first dream world. Next, we're going to proceed into the second night, the second dream, see where that takes us. But in a scene that's, I'm sure, all too familiar for many of us, we are going to pass out on the couch and see what awaits us in the next dreamlike world. And as we awake from our depression den, we see that we are confronted with immediately a dream about exercise. So this entire dream world is going to be about self-improvement. This first level is going to throw a new mechanic at us, so we got to hit the left and right arrow keys instead of just the spacebar. So let's check it out. So those time changes can definitely be tricky as well as the new mechanic, but still 45 perfect, so we did alright. We're going to keep going, see how we do. still about average, I'd say. Those 9 lates kind of threw me off a little bit. The second you think about anything else other than the music, the beat, it's so easy to get mixed up and so easy just to forget exactly the right timing, the right key, everything. But as we see, we have a dream about work, dream about money, and dream about dating. So keeping a theme was that overall self-improvement. So we are going to check out now the dream about work. So I actually found this level to be a little bit easier than most. The main tricky part was just keeping your eyes in line with the visual cues and not just kind of losing them off page as you correspondingly hit the right keys. So I don't know about you guys, but that dream about work was a little bit too office space, for me at least. My dreams would be a little bit more insane if I was forced to dream about work. But to each their own. Next we're going to be working towards the dream about money, which I love the mechanic in this, so I urge you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. pretty good. It's really all about timing. I don't know why I'm so early on so many of these, but we'll try again with the hard mode. A great ending to a pink and rainy day. Next we'll be checking out a dream about dating, and for this one, the audio is more important than anything. So many of the visual cues are going to go off screen, so just pay attention to the music. Remember, everything is controlled by the arrow keys on this dream world, and here we go. I don't know about you guys, but I thought this level was just a little bit unfair towards aliens. I mean, why automatically reject them, right? It could be fun. Alright, great. So 34 perfect, that's so close to being absolutely perfect. But we're going to move on, check out the final boss for this dream world. So remember, again, it's a combined level of each of the previous 4 levels. So it's a little bit intense, it can be a little bit much to remember, especially if you haven't played this a million times. But we're going to try our best and try not to get too confused by all of the cues going on. And now for the hard mode. Alright, and that concludes the second world, and I think that's an okay send-off. But now, as we progress into Night 3, we're going to see the tone shift a little bit. You can see our player here is in a more zen mode, a more meditative mode. And as he passes out here in a second, we're going to enter the third dream world. And the third dream world is going to be a little bit less tangible, more ethereal. It's not going to be about self-improvement or trivial matters. It's going to be about time. It's no longer a dream about time, it's just time, mind, space, and nature, which is an interesting shift. But we're going to check out time. I found this to be a really extremely hard level. It took me many times to actually understand the visual cue and audio cues here, but here we go, enjoy. I promise you it is much harder than it looks. I know it looks pretty simple. Those rapid fire ones are really tough to master. Well, I'm pretty proud of that, even though there were 12 early, 6 lates, and 5 misses. That level, man, it just is a bit much for me. And I'm sure there are people that play this that is super easy and it comes second nature to them, but we're gonna check out mine next, which on the flip side came super easy to me. So please sit back and enjoy. So we still got a bunch of earlies, but it was a good showing overall. I think this is one of the few levels where you could really just immerse yourself within the music. You don't really need the visual cues as much. Obviously, as the pendulum goes in front of the iris, you gotta keep getting it at the right spot, but This is one where the music really shines. Great, and I really enjoyed the visual of the closing eye, especially in this level. It's a pretty apt image considering the game is called Melatonin. Melatonin, of course, helps you go to sleep at night. So much of this game revolves around that idea of going to sleep and what dreams really are. But next we're going to check out space and hope for the best. So that was a pretty miserable performance. Let's hope we do a little bit better on hard mode. Alright, so we did a little bit better that time. At least we didn't get any misses. So definitely an improvement. But the timing for that just kind of eludes me a little bit. This whole dream level is just a little difficult for me. But next we're going to check out nature before we go and summon Captain Planet. So here we go and check it out. Pretty good, but let's see how we do in hard mode when they take away that visual cue that seems really important for this level. Yeah, decent sounds about right. So 12 early, 12 misses. They really condition you to rely on that visual cue of the 3 water droplets or the 1 prolonged water hold indicator. And when they take that away, it definitely gets difficult. But now we're going to check out the combined level. Hopefully we remember the cues pretty well. Hopefully I can hit the spacebar and start it and realize I gotta do scored mode first. So this is actually my first run through. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hey, so pretty good for my first try on that. This song's definitely a bit longer, but I feel like it was one of the better ones in the game itself. Next, we're going to try out hard mode. Should be a little bit more intense. Hopefully we keep the baseball cues on. So enjoy. Alright, not too shabby considering that was my first time running through. But now we see our guy doesn't really have that zen ambiance as he did earlier. Now he's just awoken by the TV, looks perpetually tired. And now, as we enter night 4, we're going to see a scene that hits way too hard, for me at least, and that is clutching the white monster. And energy drinks at the side, and on the ground. But that white monster especially, because that was me, at least through my college years and my early years post-college. Definitely sucking those down dry. But next we're going to dream about stress, and I'm sure so many of us are stressed all the time. And hopefully, the song will help alleviate it a little bit. So as stressed as I ever got in my life, I don't think I ever got so stressed as if I was Indiana Jonesing my way above lava, ladder to ladder. Alright, so pretty good overall. 1 early, 5 late, 1 miss. So it says just about perfect, so close, but as you can tell, we're back to using the left and right arrow keys a lot. For this one, when you had to jump above the lava, you had to press the up arrow key, naturally. So it does continue to throw a little bit more at you. So here comes a dream about the past as we look into the wild world of photography. Yeah, so this is one where you really feel like you screw up the song if you even miss one note, because not only is the audio track just a little bit screwed up, but the visual is completely off too. And it's just that constant reminder you gotta do a little bit better, but we'll try our best on hard mode. So that one was a bit more difficult than most, but we scored great, so we're going to move on. Next, we're going to be checking out the Dream About Desires. And interestingly, this entire dream world is more about dreams about feelings, so stress, the past, desires, the future, and all the apprehension that comes along with that. But here is a dream about desire. Alright, pretty good, but we're going to see if we can improve. So we couldn't really improve, but that's okay. We're going to move on regardless. Next is going to be A Dream About the Future, and in my opinion, this is the best song, the best level, the best mechanics in the entire game. So I urge you to join me as we come kill little aliens and listen to a masterpiece of a song. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was A Dream About the Future. And this guy's future is apparently going in a little trench in a futuristic spacecraft, like he's in the first Star Wars movie, killing little space invader aliens. And really, who can't wish for a better future than that? Next, we're going to check out the hard mode, and I think this is the better version of the song and the best song in the game. So please sit back and enjoy. Killing aliens, jamming out to vaporwave music, and reliving our Luke Skywalker fantasies. I can't imagine a better afternoon than that. But now we're about to prepare to go to the final level of this dream world, where once again we'll be going against a level combined of all the previous mechanics in this individual dream world. So They're going to come hard and fast, but hopefully we're going to do pretty well this time. Well, despite it saying great, it definitely did not feel great. Not my best performance, but we're going to keep going with the hard mode and let's try to do a bit better. So a little bit better that time, not exactly world record, but we're gonna take it. But now, the fourth dream world has been concluded. Our guy's still clutching onto that white monster for dear life, entranced by the TV, and passing back out. But now we are awoken to a new morning, and we're gonna see what that holds in store for us. So it seemed like our guy was able to stay awake for about 3 seconds. But now it is morning, still asleep, but there are no more dreams about individual levels. There's just the centered tile here that has a score in hard mode. So we're going to check it out and see what holds in store. and we conclude our trip down memory lane. So that was pretty intense. There are a lot of mechanics just flying right at you. So many things that if you haven't played it immediately, you just forget. But we're going to try it on hard mode, and here we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the final level of the game, Melatonin. And I think we did all right there. 24 early. That really plagued us our entire playthrough. I was early more often than not, it seemed like. But now, our character finally awakens. He is out of the dream world, and it's a new dawn, a new day. And that, my friends, concludes the 2022 rhythm game Melatonin. Overall, I would say that I found this game to be very engaging and very accessible to somebody who is not a very strong rhythm gamer, such as myself. Purists and more intense rhythm gamers may find it a bit lackluster in the challenge department, But it also includes a level editor that I didn't really check out in this video, where users can create more challenging levels centered around one of the individual dreams and one of the songs inherent in that dream. Now, I bought this game for about $15 during a Steam sale, and I would say that it held its value. My main complaints would primarily be the length, which sits at about 2 hours from start to finish, and the relatively easy difficulty. Again, I don't really have much in the way of experience with rhythm games, at least not to the extent that I could really be considered as somebody that's good at them. But I could have probably mastered each of these levels after about 5 or 6 tries if I really got into it. But personally, I feel as though the music and artwork more than make up for that. They create a long-lasting impression for such a casual game, and I finished this game about a week ago, prior to the recording of this, and it still stays with me. I still think of the music just randomly. If I'm out on the run, the credit card song just pops in my head. And some levels were certainly preferred over others, but I truly enjoyed how they complemented each other in theme, their mechanics, and the structure. Hopefully, you all enjoyed this journey through the pink and blue dream world of Melatonin with me. This has been Disputed Druid, and I will see you next time.